fact, if you search up the word chopped on TikTok, which is slang for the word, you get it, you get the point, he comes up as the first result.
That's, wow. That's horrible, man. Bro, I hate the songs they be putting behind these TikTok videos. So here we got The Hell of Being Chopped by Clonology. Okay, let's see it, Clonology.
Being chopped can definitely affect different portions of your life.
Sure.
Like trying to get a job and chisel like that. In relationships, being good looking is like the deciding factor on if someone wants to be with you or not. So if you're looking like a beautiful man behind that computer screen, there's like a 3 out of 5 chance that these girls ain't messing with you. You were cooked from the start. There are a lot of industries that prioritize appearance like entertainment, fashion, and community service. So even when it comes to making a living, you're ultimately screwed from the jump you were born.
Now, this is all very extreme language. I do not agree that the way that you look because of your genetics determines the outcomes in your life. They can, but it's not necessarily the case. Why? Because we can find examples of men who are chopped, who are crushing it in life, in all departments, including women. So we can't talk in these kinds of extremes.
The world is messed up, and even in fields that don't require being attractive like business or sales, first impressions still play a crucial role when it comes to getting any sort of job in the first place. Being chopped is a horrible thing. Welcome to Earth. But there are still some people that believe that everyone can be attractive in their own loving way, and that attraction is the eye of the beholder. But those statements were probably told by some very round person who's very creepy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody want to listen to an individual like that.
I'm just such a small fat.
What was that?
He's just covering up the fact that his wig flew to the Twin Towers and crashed out. Yo, bald ziggers should be afraid. Those wigs in your closet are sentient. Don't turn the lights off.
Bro, if this is true, explain Pete Davidson. How is Pete Davidson bagging chicks like Kim Kardashian, Ariana Grande, and I'm sure the list goes on? How do you explain? I mean, there's so many examples. I don't want to. But the point is, just because you're not conventionally handsome does not mean that you're not going to be successful and pull chicks. It all comes down to your mindset. See, life is a self-fulfilling prophecy, and the things you tell yourself about yourself, they not only become true, but they become amplified over time.
They're coming for you. I don't think anyone in their right minds truly believes those statements, especially the whole "the attraction is the eye of the beholder" type of bullcrap.
Get right here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
The worst part about it too is that it be the attractive people who be saying this. Like, do you know how idiotic and dumb that sounds? A hot person saying attraction is the eye of the beholder is the same equivalent of a rich person saying money doesn't buy you happiness.
Nah. This is not true at all.
Like, bro,
because one, both of those things are true. We know attraction's in the eye of the beholder because we all have friends who think a girl is good looking that you don't think is good looking, or vice versa. So it is subjective. It is not objective. Come on now.
Y'all know that you're only saying that so you can mark off the competition. Y'all are greedy.
Nah, that's fucked up.
Y'all just want attractive humans. So y'all.
First of all, how does it help you or hurt us or help us to give you more confidence, to help you to understand and believe if you're a chopped individual? How does it help an attractive person to try and boost you up and give you a little bit more confidence and belief in yourself? It doesn't. If attractive people were trying to corner the market and get you to completely give up, that's exactly what we would do. We'd tell you, if you're chopped, you're screwed, bro. You have no chance. It's over. Just give up. Become an incel. Die alone. You know what I'm saying? Go your own way. All of that.
own selves. When you were young, you were probably playing with toys, not doing anything bad, having a nice jolly old time, you know what I'm saying? Eating your Flintstone gummies. You don't think about how you look or act, but when you get older, looks start to be a huge priority. And then when you get even older, you return back to normal once again. As you age, you gain more wrinkles, you look less younger, and you look more sharp. I mean, look at Wendy Williams. In her prime, she was making the boys fall down on her knees. Now look at her now.
Steve, you got to call me, Steve.
She's very beautiful now. I want to worship her now. There's a hell that comes with being chops. And in this video, I'm just going to be talking about chop stuff. Like for a demonstration, you could really be a meme of anything, especially being chopped or just looking average. Like look at this TikTok. You probably think this guy is some random dude just living his day to day. Well, guess what? He's a meme now. And that TikTok has over 100,000 likes. Or to use another example, there's this streamer named Dabble with over 500,000 subscribers, right? And literally one day out of nowhere, he just goes viral for just being beautiful. That's it. Nothing else. People saw this picture and were so mesmerized to the point where they started calling him beautiful compliments, like beautiful things. As you can see on screen, these are beautiful. In fact, if you search up the word chopped on TikTok, which is slang for the word, you get it, you get the point. He comes up as the first result.
That's wow. That's horrible, man. Bro, I hate the songs they be putting behind these TikTok videos. Ah, man. Gen Z knows how to add soundtracks to make shit funny, bro. I swear.
Like, really? Really, guys? The internet is horrible. If you're insecure about how you look, I wouldn't even be surprised either, because the struggle of being chopped is such a huge and gigantic industry. If you really think about it, everywhere you go, being beautiful is being pushed. Think about it. When you go out to eat and you look at the posters on the wall, who's on the poster? That's right, someone who's good looking. What about all the characters that you see in media? That's right, gorgeous. All the people you look up to, probably drop dead irresistible to look at. You can't escape it. It's everywhere.
I mean, listen, man. No one can deny that being good looking is advantageous. No one is going to. But we can't make it a rule, because you see guys and women who should on paper be considered attractive who struggle to find somebody to get with them. And the vice versa is true as well.
When it comes to self-discovery, the feeling of looking into a mirror, feeling yourself, and then realizing that you're chopped cheese has to be one of the craziest canon events that can happen inside your life. It's absolutely awful. When you realize
this man sound like you talking from experience.
This, you basically have two options. Number one, you can not care about it and move on with your day. Or two.
Okay, for sure. Definitely. If you're convinced you're chopped and that isn't going to change, the next best thing is to just move on with your life and not care.
Create insecurities inside your head, overthink about it on the daily, and begin to start self-hating on yourself and worry about it for the rest of your life. As you can see,
that's definitely what a lot of people do, unfortunately.
Chopped can do a lot to the human mind. It can make you depressed, it can make you lead down to the path of plastic surgery, and it can make you pursue other things in life rather than just being a boy TikToker or an OF Instagram model. But even though the last one might be true, every once in a while I like to think about how much easier my life would be if I wasn't so splendid. And no, I'm not talking about that conventionally attractive term type of attraction. No, I don't believe in that. We all know that this was just a smart ass term that a fellow chopped person had thought up. Now, what I'm talking about is the
bro saying conventional attractiveness is just a psyop. That's not a real thing. There's only objective attractiveness. Oh my gosh. Well, oh man, I don't agree with that.
Model type hot. Life would be so much easier if all of us were all attractive. Like, did you know that if you use TikTok, you are more likely to instantly swipe on a person depending on how that person looks rather than the video itself? That's crazy.
I feel like it's a moment in every man's life where you gotta sit down and really question, like,
damn, am I chopped? That means if you're a beautiful person, quote unquote, on a platform, you already have the odds against you. In fact, the TikTok that got nominated for the best TikTok of 2024 is literally just a—
I didn't realize that was even a thing. They're giving out best TikTok awards now.
Girl,
not best TikToker, but TikTok, individual TikTok. That's crazy.
In her car. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is to be a successful person if people think you're good looking. However, that's not what pisses me off. off about the industry about being chopped as a whole. What pisses me off the most about this industry are the amount of people trying to exploit it for financial gain. I know I need to stop shitting on the looksmaxxing people, but the amount of courses I've seen of these people who are already attractive sell this course about how to maximize your looks, and then the course is literally just lower your sodium intake, brother. Drink more water, brother. It's bad poop insane. These people are catering to the same type of people who worship models, power skill on how attractive a male TikToker is, and objectify women. Like, bro, these people talk about Jordan Bear and Zeta and all these men so much to the point where I wonder if these people just like men or not. No discrimination, but they spend more time coping about their parasocial boyfriend rather than
actually spending time getting a f***ing job.
It's not even just
that reaction wasn't. I have nothing against that community, just so you know. It's a culture thing. I can't. Look,
looksmaxxing though, because TikTok as a whole has just made
wasn't. I need a warning, you know.
Being chopped hell, because people are creating new insecurities about the human face every single day. Like, how are you going to dedicate an entire account to measuring the shape of somebody's skull and how swole their chin is? This has gotten so far to the point where people are making fish symmetry videos. Bro, are we even the smartest species anymore? Like, what's going on? But anyways, back to being chopped. The struggle is real. Constantly being the joke of conversations and not being taken seriously based off of how you look must feel like taking a big ass shit. No matter how much you push, that shit will never come out. Yikes. Has to be one of the most frustrating things to happen since Ronald Reagan's presidency. And that guy had a problem. People will constantly downplay you and underestimate you based off of how you look. You also have to struggle with being the funny friend and able for you to confiscate for your looks and personality. Man, it's not fair, bro. I want things to be spoon-fed to me like a baby. Why do I have to work for everything that I want? But even though that's the case, even though being chopped may seem like a horrible thing, all those things that I mentioned before were just the
Bro, what is this face, bro? What is going on here? Something's off about this, bro.
Perspective
this is not
on
a
if
real
you
image.
actually care about if you're choppy or not. I haven't even talked about the perspective of not giving a fuck. And let me tell you, once you don't give a fuck, in fact, I've never given a fuck in the entire time. But once you don't give a fuck, your life just becomes happiness. Pure.
How would you know that if you've never given a fuck? What are you contrasting it with?
Happiness, pure joy. You see this video? You see this video of this guy randomly going smiley? Smiley? Yeah, pure joy. Being chopped might be a struggle, but that just means we have a strong back. We're strong people. We know what it feels like when it comes to being roasted in class. We know what it feels like when it comes to everybody dissing us. Those attractive people will never know what it feels like to be called an overcooked ostrich. Until they're called that, they'll never have the strength that we have. Moral of the story.
Yo, look who fell asleep first. Prank him, John. You already know. Yo!
Kensing versus.
We're just gonna ignore that last part that just happened. But hey, again, I do not believe in allowing external things, allowing that to dictate our reality, allowing that to dictate our mental talk. I firmly believe that it is your internal dialogue that determines the reality that you will experience. If you are constantly telling yourself that you are ugly, that you are unattractive, that women don't find you attractive, well, that will be the reality that you face. I would suggest that you replace that or change that to, if you can't tell yourself positive things about the way you look, tell yourself it absolutely doesn't matter. And you have evidence to prove that. You can find examples of men who are not conventionally attractive, who are doing very well in life, in business, with the ladies. And so that is a reality. That is a reality. But one thing I can assure you is that those men aren't constantly telling themselves that they're ugly, or if that's what they believe, if that's the story they tell themselves, they don't tell themselves that it matters. They would say, yeah, I'm an ugly ass nigga, and well, I'll still take your chick, you feel me? Or whatever it is that those niggas say in their heads. I couldn't tell you, but I imagine it's something positive like that. Now, before you go, there's something I want you to do for me. My dad, yes, my father, Dr. Don C. Hines, PhD. This is my dad. He sits on the board of a hospital. The name of the hospital is Harmony Healthcare Long Island. And he does it as a way to give back to the community. And this hospital is currently in a competition to win grant money from the government, money that will then be used to give discounts to lower income families who do not have health insurance. All you have to do to help us win this competition is go to this link I have put in the description. It will take you to a website called woobox.com, and you're just going to select this hospital, Harmony Healthcare Long Island. I'm going to go ahead and select that. And then you enter in your first name, your last name, and a unique email address. So I am just going to enter in one of my email addresses. Now, be assured you will not be contacted and your address will not be saved. Don't worry about junk mail or spam. This is only for the sake of making sure that you are a unique individual. And then you submit your vote. And you can vote every day until March 31st. If you want to help me, help my dad, that would mean a lot to me. I know it will mean a lot to him. So go ahead. It'll only take you, as you can see, literally not even 30 seconds to do. Go ahead. It won't cost you a dime. And there are going to be people who will greatly benefit from your taking this time to do this. All right, guys. Thank you. That's it.